G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here. Now before I start today's project, I thought I'd give you a quick update on what's happening with the house renovation. Well, tomorrow morning at 11:30, our fate will be determined. We're off to see Mandy, our bank manager, for the loan approval. So Mandy, if you're watching this, please, I won't let you down. I'll do a good job. Promise, please. Now for today's project. Now you may remember that my last project was that galvanized pipe towel rack. There it is. Well, I've still got that galvanized pipe bug flowing through the system. So what I thought I'd do today is make a lamp out of, surprise, surprise, galvanized pipe fittings. And I might even throw in a bit of pallet wood just to mix things up a little bit. Now once you've gone out and gathered up all your fittings, go grab yourself a cup of tea and do some tinkering until you come up with a configuration that you like. And speaking of cups of tea, check out my favourite cup. Love it. So with a bit of mucking around and a couple of unscheduled trips to the hardware store, I think I've come up with a pretty cool design. So without further ado, let's put this thing together. And don't worry about all the different bits and pieces. I'll leave a link to them in the description box below. And just remember that with a pipe project, you're only limited by your imagination. Now with the red tap, I'm just putting mine on purely for looks, but I've seen some guys use the handle as a light switch. So that's the pipe work basically all done. Now all we need to do is to run some power through those pipes and out the end to light up that bulb. Now here in Australia, you're not allowed to do any electrical work yourself. It has to be done by a licensed electrician. So with that in mind, legally I'm unable to show you how to wire this thing up. But what I have done to help save costs is to salvage this lead off that old lamp, complete with plug and an on-off switch. But I'm a little bit sad because this old lamp was the first thing that I ever bought when I first left home back in 1988. I don't know what I was thinking. Perhaps I was going through one of those mood lighting phases. I know one thing, it didn't do me any good. That's better. Well, the electrical fairy has now been, and the lamp is now all wired up. Now very quickly, to get your wire into that pipe work, all I did was drill a hole into the back of that coupling and then thread the lead up through it. Just make sure that when you're finished drilling, that you sand away any sharp edges, because you don't want to accidentally nick the lead when you're threading it up through that hole. Now, if you're having trouble getting the cable to go around these bends, just simply unscrew the section, feed the cable through, and then screw it back up again. Too easy. Now I think what the lamp needs now is a lamp shade, and I'll knock that up out of some old pallet wood. So basically all the lampshade's going to be is a cube, so you can't get much simpler than that. Got my pallet wood? Let's go make it. with the pieces all cut, let's put it together. And there you have it. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? And now all we need to do is drill a hole in the top so that the fitting can go through it. Beautiful. Now before I assemble it, I just want to give it a bit of a sand. Now this here is a transfer which I've printed off with my printer, and I want to transfer this image onto the side of the lamp. Let's give it a go. You'll be very careful doing this because you don't want it to smudge. And then just spread that out like that, and hopefully the print comes off the paper and onto the wood. Alright, I think that should almost do it. That's it. Okay, let's give it a go. Alright. That didn't come up too bad. I like it. So there it is, all done. And I reckon it turned out pretty good. And now all we need to do is give it a couple of coats of clear satin varnish, assemble it, and then turn the light on. Let's do it. Oh, whoops. It's so dark in here. I need some light. There you go. Much better. So here it is, my galvanized pipe pallet wood lamp, complete with an antique light bulb and a rotating lampshade. Oh, tricky. It's a little bit quirky and maybe even a little arty. I love it. Great tip, knackers! All done. I hope you enjoyed and found that video useful. And as per usual, if you could give it the big thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's just about there. And also head over to my DIY for Knuckleheads Facebook page. The link will be in the description box below. Now, don't go just yet. There'll be a few photos going backwards and forwards of the finished product. All right, my time's about up. So till next time, I'm out of here. Cheers.